Hello everyone, and welcome back to ExQueerience Points Starfinder, your favorite queer Starfinder podcast. If you love our show, we hope you'll rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you consume your podcasts. Every review brightens our day and helps new listeners to find us. We don't pay to advertise any of the podcasts on the ExQueerience Points network, so we hope you'll recommend us to your friends and just about anyone. If you'd like to support us, we hope you'll consider joining our Patreon. We would be lost without our patrons. You keep our mics on and our dice rolling. We've got some great rewards, so check them out at patreon.com/ExQueeriencePoints.
Hello,
everybody!
Hello! Hi, my name is Kenny. Thank you for joining us today. Abalek, I see you. Yeah. And, my name is Kenny. My pronouns are he, they, and welcome to ExQueerience Points. And this is the fabulous cast. Elric, good morning.
Good morning. I don't know if I just did something wrong. I was getting input from multiple places because I have EQP Twitch open, and so I muted it. I don't know on my screen. I don't know if that's a problem or not.
Yeah.
Because I could not deal. I'm closing the window. I don't need to get it. It's fine.
Sure, we don't need the views. It's fine.
Hi, I'm Elric. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a little distracted this morning, apparently. It's been a hot minute. I'm playing Thrani, a Witch Warper Patra Ace pilot. And I have a pet squawks named Shimsy, whose pronouns are she, her.
Oh, hi, Steph. Good morning. Afternoon.
Good morning. Afternoon here. Time zones.
Time zones, they're a thing.
Hi, I'm Steph. I am playing Navu Paleglade, who is our Goran Solarian scholar. I'm going to try and actually remember to start saying that from now on, because my pronouns are she, her. Hers are she, they.
Good morning, PB. Afternoon, PB. Evening? Not evening yet.
No, not that late.
Okay.
Not that late. We're fine here. Good early afternoon to all of you out there. Today I'm PB, and today I'm playing Yi, who is an Ahsoki operative spacefarer.
Yes.
Whose pronouns are she, her.
Wonderful.
Did not have fantasy grounds open for that. I was like, F, what am I gonna do? I was just like, remember, just brain power ensue. One brain cell, I need you to work overtime right now.
There was a spark. It did its job. Awesome. Thanks, PB. And Mackenzie, good afternoon, because you're in Chicagoland.
I am, yeah. I'm Mackenzie Wilkes. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Dr. Josephine Pepper, the envoy icon, and her pronouns are also she, her.
Awesome. Okay. It is now Dr. Joe Pepper's turn.
Okay, so this is gonna be a bluff, but I don't know mechanically if it's gonna be like a diversion or a lie. So I might need your collab with this. But basically, she misses, right, with the last shot, and so then I'm gonna like toss my gun to my other hand and get into like the Han Solo shooting pose, like not actually like gonna do anything, and I like go and I aim it at in, and then I just like think for a second, and then I just like lean against the door with my gun kind of hanging in my hand. I go, wait a minute. Is that you? Do we used to? Oh my gosh! Do you remember me that night back? And I started giving like really detailed hookup details to in, asking them if they remember me.
Okay, so what you can do is if you're trying to create a diversion.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just on the bluff page, and I was like, what can I do? I don't think this is a feint, right? Probably not.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you can use bluff to either create a diversion. You can feint, which will enable you to treat your opponent as flat-footed, which gives you basically a +2 bonus to hit them. Or lie, which are combat banter.
I feel like lie makes the most sense, but I feel like we're also fighting these people. So they might, if they become friendly towards me, it might not really help anything.
Okay, so yeah, if you lie and you're successful, then if it makes sense, then the person will believe it's true.
It'd be amazing if you rolled so well that it actually was true and you just were making it up. But
I forgot about it. And I just like did it as a lie, but it was actually true. Yeah.
All right, so who are you trying to dupe?
I'm doing it at N.
At N, okay. So N is Nalai. So what is your lie?
That we hooked up. I'm asking.
That you hooked up. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm asking if she
ahead.
remembers me. They remember me.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the lie.
This will
I
be
love
like
the
one time I roll bad, probably.
I love the idea that Dr. Joe Pepper just discloses all of these details about hookup that had nothing to do with this person, trying to convince them.
I'm just like behind this table. I'm like, can we like close comms? I don't really need to hear this.
You're 10 feet away. You don't need Toms to hear that.
So you beat the difficulty check on that.
Really?
Yeah. So Nalai,
We have to stand. Oh, never mind. It's a feint because I have improved feint so that's my move action technically, but I lied this time.
I mean, if you want to use feint instead, that can fluster them, and it's the same DC difficulty check. So.
And they might believe it because they're also dazzled, so they can't see very well.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, that might be that person. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want them to actually believe you, or do you want them to be flat-footed because of it?
I mean, I want them to believe me.
Okay.
Just in my heart.
I love that, and I love the idea of them being like, I'm at work. Can we please not talk about my personal life here?
Yeah, so
Hi.
Nalai has their hand in front of her face, and her antennae kind of perks up as she's trying to like get the stars out of her eyes, and she's like, "What? Joe? Is that you?"
Wait, what? Wait, seriously? Why does she know my name?
Well,
Did someone say my name?
so you are an envoy, and you are.
Oh yeah.
You
I'm
are
kind
a
of
popular. You are kind of famous.
What if like Dr. Joe had literally that's how we started this fight? What if she just walked on in and was like, "Hey, do you remember me? Do you remember we had that thing in that place? It was really nice." Like, what if...
I mean, there's always truth behind the lies.
Look, sometimes you just don't remember everyone.
That's how it be sometimes.
So
Dr. Joe, she's got somebody on every planet. A couple people on every planet, probably.
She's quite the Lothario.
I don't know why. She seems so chill and nice. And in my brain, I've made her a Lothario, and I do not know why. Yeah, hello.
So, Eupholia, the days kind of is still in effect, and hearing that one of her guards has been called out, kind of rears towards them and says, "Let go of your past entanglements. Make sure you know whose side you're on." And
Oh no.
she points her hand out at Dr. Joe Pepper and launches off another
Isn't she
magic
still
missile.
dazzled?
She is, but she gets a negative to her stuff being
Is that
dazzled.
an issue? Got a problem with me?
So that is a 7. The missiles
Oh, it's
kind.
just damage.
Yep, just
Oh.
damage. There's no
It's
save.
a magic missile. They still auto hit.
Yep, auto hit. So these bolts of light energy form from Qfolia's hand and shoot through the air and target Dr. Joe and hit true. Okay.
That took away my SP.
Oof.
We're into HP, baby.
Yeah. And Moya, still dazzled as well, now holding onto a ration bar. What happened to my rifle? And reaches towards their back. Actually, reaches around like their back to reach for their longsword.
Hold on.
Yep.
If Qfolia casts magic, then my little dude gets an attack of opportunity.
Ah, fantastic. Let's.
Because they're right next to them.
Yeah, Qfolia, there's a lot going on, and so yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll that wonderful attack damage.
Attack.
Yes, attack. Let's see what happens.
Where is this little duder? You gave them to me.
Yes, I did.
There we go.
Lots of windows. We got this.
Well, fine. I'm just gonna roll it, and you can tell me.
By attack with a plus 7. Even
plus whatever.
Yeah. So that's a miss right now.
Okay.
All right. So Moya is reaching around trying to get their next weapon off, but puts out her other hand and thinks towards Shimsi's direction, trying to daze Shimsi. So Shimsi needs to roll a will save.
All right, give me 1 second here. So my understanding is dazed works on humanoid creatures, and Shimsi is not.
Ah, okay. So
that would be a failed spell.
Yep, Moya didn't realize exactly what was happening because dazed, and still reaching out with her mind to try to make that happen, or dazzled, I should say, and trying to make that daze happen, and isn't able to find a creature of note in front of her. And so she reaches her longsword, but not able to carry out the action that she intended to.
And Shimsi gets an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
An 11. Now,
yep.
that have any pluses or minuses added to it?
Actually, with being dazzled, that actually hits.
Oh, good. So, take 5 points of damage. Shimsi like this person.
Yep, and Moya did. Perfect. Awesome. So, yep, Shimsi sinks her teeth into Moya's arm as she reaches out to try to daze her. And, that did not go well for Moya at all. Nalahi's turn. Nalahi kind of pivots towards the door where Joe Pepper called to her and says, "I didn't know you were still in town." And she looks kind of nervously back at towards the direction of Qfolia and Moya.
Holy shit.
Says, a lot has happened since we last met.
Just
And
over comms whisper to everybody. It's just like, how many exes does she have in this city?
So many, probably. I like touched the place on my chest where I was just shot, and and it's like, and I open my my coat a little bit to show that it's like gone through sort of my armor a little bit, like it's like this fizzly kind of like, it's starting to tear at the armor, and I go, "Clearly, darling."
So go ahead. Are you going to try to convince her to help y'all?
Sure, why not?
Because she seems
have
like.
to stand.
Yeah. So roll something to do that. What kind of skill would you want to use?
I mean, did we actually hook up at this point? Is it lying anymore?
Tarek, you used to have a skill that would make them friendly.
Diplomacy, or my profession, or
Yeah,
diplomacy will make them.
diplomacy you could use. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm rolling with diplomacy.
you were very diplomatic about your previous relationship. Oh, with that 28, I'm just going to.
Holy shit! Sorry, I love charisma skills.
So
Okay, yeah,
close.
that
That's
motive is
amazing.
perfect. Yep. So with what do you say to Nalai?
I say, clearly, darling, as I'm showing that I've been shot by this other person, and I say, what, are you too far gone now?
There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure right now. She turns towards Cufolia and levels her weapon at her. And
Hell yeah!
takes a shot.
What if she kills this person? I'm gonna lose my mind.
What?
For a crit.
A critical hit?
What? Oh my god.
Critical hit? Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, this is the best moment ever.
Narratively, that is so freaking awesome.
Right?
Holy crap.
7 damage.
That is narratively so good.
And another D4 for corrosion. For 4 more points.
Yes!
Holy shit! Holy shit! It worked. Something I did worked. What?
Damn. That works so well.
Holy shit!
Oh,
I
I'm
cannot
losing
believe.
my mind. That's amazing.
Did we actually hook up? I don't know who this girl is.
It's the best part.
So here's how I think this happened. Joe, you walked in the room and you looked at Nalai, and you had an inkling of a memory. You were out at a bar, it was smoky, and it was kind of a dive where a lot of the local Lashuntan people would be at. And describe what that night looked like to you.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Sorry, my cheeks hurt from smiling. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know. I mean, I think it was maybe after like a panel, or like I had like a thing that night and I was trying to just and maybe I was visiting Nib at the time, and then we broke up. Like we got into a fight like right before the panel. We broke up. I had to go do this panel, and I was having like a really, really shitty night because I would just broken up a Nib. And so I ended up at this bar, and that's how I met. So she was kind of a rebound hookup after Nib and I broke up.
So what song was playing on the jukebox?
This is awesome.
Crimson and Clover by Joan Jett. I don't know. That's the jukebox song for me.
Awesome. And
Holy shit.
you both had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, for sure. I don't
some-
remember it very well, obviously.
Some very candid conversation. Maybe the night
Yeah.
progressed, as nights do tend to progress.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there were some moments, some very tender and lovely moments.
Yep, and then I had to go off and do the rest of my career because I'm always
Wow.
traveling, I feel like.
Just wow. It's
Classic
amazing.
Joe, always choosing her career over people.
Yeah, there we go.
All her exes live in Asanatown.
Apparently.
Country music reference? Oh my god.
All
I
right.
have them all, man.
I
So-
love it.
Nalai
Holy
makes
shit.
it out of the room, and if you will allow her to pass behind Joe.
Sure. I mean, hey, she just did some crazy damage.
Yeah, Navu's not gonna stop her.
I'm just grateful that crit wasn't on one of us.
Yeah.
Me. Holy crap.
Okay. It is now Navu's turn.
Okay. So give me just one moment. All right. So Navu is going to head up the stairs. I'm just double checking what my movement is, because I had a brain fart of like, no, I can move that far in a turn, right? It's been a minute. Can you tell?
Mm.
So I'm gonna sneak on past Shimsy and kind of, as I'm going, smack Moya in the face with my maul.
Okay. Oof.
Oof. 7 misses.
Yep.
Which narratively would work if I'm then continuing on to be directly in between the two of them up there.
Okay. Perfect.
So that is what I am doing on this turn.
Okay. And you are at attunement 3.
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. All right, it is the Skitter Cub's turn.
All right, they are going to attempt to bite Quefolia.
That is a hit. 11 on the dice for 13. For 2 points of damage. Explain to me how Quefolia dies.
It'd be 4. For some reason, it's giving the -2 to the Skitter.
That's actually...
That's accurate.
That's accurate for the...
Okay, sorry.
Particular character. Yeah, so after Quefolia takes that crit, I'm assuming they double over, and as they do, this conjured creature reaches up because their throat is just within range, and they just reach up their little clawed hands and they just pincer it closed.
Mm.
And as they do so, they pop out of existence.
Okay.
And they are gone.
Okay. So they pop out of existence, but okay, good. They're off the map now. And with Quefolia down, Moya drops her weapon and says, "Nope. I'm done. I don't want to die."
Okay. If you look behind you, Navu will take your weapons.
And she does. She turns around. I believe you already have my rifle, and hands over the long sword. And you all are out of combat.
Please give Shimsi the treat back.
Okay. And she puts her hand down with a treat in it towards Shimsi.
So Shimsi would drop the rifle to take the treat back and come back to me. And, I would probably walk into the room then and pick up the rifle.
Okay.
So what were y'all doing in here? I understand. Collecting your thoughts in these moments are really hard. You should read one of Dr. Joe's books. They are so helpful for stressful moments.
Obviously, Nalai's read some of her books.
No, we just had sex. Just says really blatantly.
Oh God, I love her so much.
She's the best.
I don't think she's one to beat around the bush.
No, fair. Is that what you
I don't
call
know
it
if she's
now?
read my book. She might have now. I don't know.
It might have been an inspiring night for them. Who knows?
Yeah, she went home and was like, I gotta.
So between Nalai and Moya, they kind of explain that Quefolia was the head technomancer for the Sunrise Collective, and that they didn't quite like Chamas and his squawks Chalomi, so they let them go and do their thing while Quefolia was holed up here in this library. Quefolia was kind of calling all the shots, and Moya and Nalai were in here to protect her. But as soon as Nalai changed allegiances, and Moya kind of saw the writing on the wall, but wanted to see what Quefolia would do. She had kind of her own side bets on whether Quefolia would try to run for it.
And where are the actual leaders of Asanatown?
They're in a couple rooms over in the rotunda.
Is there anyone else?
Yeah, there are a couple of people in there who you need to watch out for. I haven't been in there in a while, so I don't know where they would be in there, but you want to make sure that you're prepared.
Thank you. If you want to help us, you should go outside and demilitarize your other friend.
Are there more like Quefolia out there, like technomancers, or are they just fighters? What are we looking at? Is there anything on the screens? Can we just look
No,
Oh.
there is not.
Can I do a computer's check?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe my rolls will stop bopping me on.
Before you make that check,
Mm-hmm.
I give you, just to see if it would help. I mean, I don't know if it actually would or not, but the master key card that we got before, who knows? Maybe it has something to do with
Master key card from where?
That was from the ship.
It was, but if they're all from this collective thing, then maybe. I don't know.
Fair. I don't know if mechanically that would give me any bonuses, but
I don't either.
Yeah, you can try to use the key card, but
all right. Oh,
yep. So the key card, I believe, was from the police facility, and so that really wasn't much help here. You get onto the computers. You see that there is a lot of unrest going on outside. You see news articles of the people of Asanatown rising up against Sunrise Collective soldier checkpoints and things like that. But you're not able to get into any of the internal systems.
all right. It seems like Major Tom is working quickly, and people are rising up against these idiots.
See here. Are you all going to be searching around the room?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so this room, you can find copies of scholarly works containing Asanatown's discovery and settlement, as well as many related to Lashunta and the Burning Archipelago history. Most are traditional paper books, but a few works from alien scholars appear in the native media.
Any of the ones that I can send digitally, I am just sending them on to, and her name just flew right out of my head.
Therese? Or Nib?
Therese.
Or both. Okay.
Both, really, but Therese first in the...
Okay. And you, Navu, as a scholar, do you want to hold on to any for your own personal library, or...?
The paper ones are staying with Navu. And obviously Navu is keeping copies of any of the digital.
Great. Yeah, those later on, if you want, we can discuss a market value for those if you publish.
Sure.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. So, yep, you are in here. Go ahead and roll perception as well for search.
And we still have that +2.
Yep.
Oh,
and
cool.
still want to
Yeah.
check Qfolia, make sure we get all of her stuff into our...
Yes, I will.
Oh
make sure.
my god, I needed it.
All right. Anyone
I'll
else?
just be down here with my 3.
Oh! Better than my 2.
Okay.
Let's get them all out now.
Yep.
Yep. Anyone else looking? There might be...
Yeah, I'll look. Why not? I don't get the +2 though because I gave it, but
Ooh. All right. Dr. Joe.
because I'm avoiding eye contact so much that I have to look at something else.
In the main room off of the round platform area, down on the main floor, right above where Thrani is, north of Thrani, there is a little latch on the ground, and pulling up on that latch exposes a hidden tunnel.
Ooh.
Secret tunnel.
Oh yes. Oh yes. We've got to do this.
Hell yeah.
And there's it leads 5 feet down. There's a ladder to a 5-foot wide tunnel that goes under the Horizon House. And you're not quite sure where it leads, but it does go towards the east.
I'm gonna assume this is a good way to sneak up on whoever's in the east.
We're totally doing this. I'm like, there's a tunnel. This is cool. We're doing it.
For sure.
All right.
You
So
see Yi pop up behind Dr. Joe like seconds after she finds it. I'm like, is that a tunnel?
Oh yeah.
All right.
as you all kind of file
Oh,
in
no.
front of the
Oh,
tunnel,
no.
let me roll and see if Nalai actually knows about it.
She's our bro
Yeah,
now.
duh. We have two people right there who could tell us things.
Oh yeah.
I want to see if she knows about it. If she does, then cool. If she doesn't, then she can't give you any more information. So we'll see what she does. Yeah. Wow, that's I after being in here for so long, I never realized that was there.
What about M? Moya.
Moya?
Let's roll
What
for
about you,
Moya.
Moya? What do you know?
Yeah, same.
Even
Moya looks
less.
just as surprised, and Kifolia is dead, so you don't know if Kifolia has any information on that.
Okie pokey.
Are you going to chain up Moya, or what are you going to do with her?
Nalahi, why don't you take care of this one? Let's go.
All right. So, yep. Nalahi and Moya are going to post up in the library still. Let me get you their things from the encounter.
Cool. So we all should have lights on our armor battle suits or whatever, except for, of course,
Dr.
Dr.
Joe.
Joe because
Mm-hmm.
hubcoat armor.
It's okay. We'll just put your hand on one of our shoulders.
Okay. So, items were added to the party sheet.
Excellent.
You know what? I need to add the encounter to y'all's experience.
Whoa, magical theory tome.
Yeah, it's already.
What? What?
Fine.
Magic? I use magic too.
I can't put it back. It literally won't let me.
You want me to see if I can put it back?
Yeah, or just give it to Thrani.
Well,
I just went
we
book.
can share it.
We'll look at it later. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh. A personal comm unit?
Mm-hmm. Do one of you want to take this and see if we can listen into them?
I think that's a really good idea. Yi, do you want it or do you want like...
You see me just like ruffling around, and I'm looking for that dart rifle. I'm just like, yes, this is what I need. And I'm just like putting the darts in like places you didn't realize were holders for for things. And a comm. I mean, sure, I could deal with this, though. Yeah, sure, why not?
Cool. Yeah, I'd pass that off to you.
I'm not really the computer person.
Well, it's just
Computer
a
thing, right?
comm thing to listen in on.
Okay.
You don't hear any comms traffic yet. If you want to use computers to try to hack into their system, you can try to do that, or just kind of be passively listening.
Who has computers? Anyone?
Dr. Joe and stuff.
I have a
Mhm.
+4.
I have +5.
Do it.
+6.
Do it.
All right. Comm unit comes to me then. Yeah, I'll be passively listening if my rolls don't fuck it over for me then.
Okay.
Sorry, I was reading things. I'm just
Yeah.
like, you guys were asking me to do something, weren't you? I'm sorry. I'm rolling computers for thing.
No
See.
worries.
13.
So you're patched into their comms, and you hear what sound like two bots. One goes, quiet, 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 museum, quiet. And that is what you get.
All right.
All right, so you all are standing on top of the entrance to the tunnel that you found.
Oh, we're going in. Or at least Thrani and Shimsy are on their way. We're like, let's
Might as well.
Yeah. Someone's got to make sure they all don't die.
Fantastic. So it is basically a tunnel that is under that that row that Dr. Joe Pepper's on and Yi is on currently, and it goes towards the east along that pathway.
Let's go before Moya changes their mind about being a good person.
Lead the way.
Okay. We'll throw our magic user in the front, and
Oh yeah.
they'll start moving.
So you make it down through there. You go about 35 feet, and there's still a lot of tunnel ahead of you. There are no lights down there that you've seen so far. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got my own suit light.
Okay.
My light's on, so that's fine. And I have dark vision to 60 feet anyway.
Okay.
So for me, big
You-
deal.
The tunnel
I'm fully photon attuned, so
Sure. Yeah, the tunnel continues on past the periphery of your dark vision.
Okay, I don't see anything yet, so let's keep it going. And I'll move another 30 feet.
Cool. You move another 30 feet, and the tunnel continues on past the periphery of your dark vision.
Another 30 feet.
All right. The tunnel ends 40 feet ahead of you.
So I think I'd get about 25 feet out and then do a perception check for traps, I guess. Oh my gosh, what is with these rolls? I got a 5.
Yep. So you're in this, 5-foot tunnel, and you are looking around, and all you see, really, the walls are bare, and there is a ladder on the wall in front of you, about 20-25 feet in front of you, leading up.
Okay. Navu, do you want to go out first?
sure. I'll go first. Kenny, I'm only guessing where I'm coming out on the map.
So you see the little, what looks like round thing with a dark crack in it?
Uh-huh.
That's where you'd
There?
be coming out. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So, you come out of a large inset circular tub. You push up, and the floor of the tub pops open. The tubs offer about 3 feet of deep cover on much of the floor, so there are several more tubs in this room. They each have a brass spigot and are separated from the other tubs by thin walls 5 feet high. In the room's northwestern corner, the stairs curve up 10 feet to a door, while another door stands at the tub level in the southern wall. One of the eastern tubs has, which is the tub that you're coming out of, has a ragged 2-foot wide hole in the bottom where the spigot should be, and the whole chamber looks gnawed on. So,
Not on.
Yep. Like teeth.
Like the creature that ye killed before?
No, the creature that Yi killed before was large. Very, very large. It looks like small little teeth, scratchy mark things. And as you pop out of the hole, you see some small vermin.
Should
So-
I roll life science to see if I know what the hell these things are?
Sure, you can. Absolutely.
Maybe. Oh, hey, it's a 14.
Yep. You know that these are Kefix. With your 14, do you want to ask any question about them?
I mean, are they typical vermin? Are they something used, similar to a D&D with like a jelly?
So let me see here. Let me find a good description for you.
Yeah. Are they like a wild rat, or are they usually a minion?
So they burrowed into the chamber, and let's see here. So they're burrowing animals, it looks like, and they're kind of pests. They'll eat pretty much anything. Yep, they consume objects. They are not intelligent.
Okay. So I could, like, make a loud noise and they'll go away.
You can try it.
All right. I will have shared this information with the rest of the party. Steph cannot remember the name of the creature that Kenny said.
Kefik.
Kefik. There seems to be an infestation of Kefiks.
Close the door and explode on them.
That was what I thought.
We'll wait here.
All right. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I've still got the photon attunement, and so I'm gonna position myself in such a way that I can get as many of them as possible, stealthily.
What's the radius on it?
10 feet.
You got it. You're in the room. You can get it.
All right, and so I need reflex saves.
All right, let's see what they do. What's the DC?
It is 13.
They do not make.
Nice.
Excellent.
Very close. So your explosion goes off. What does that look like?
It is. You just see Navu get very bright yellow, and it looks like a spore explosion. And I have a sword.
Okay.
So can I just kind of the rest of them, or do I need to make it an attack? I don't know how many of them that took out, or if it took out any of them.
It didn't take out any of them at all, but they're all look very wounded.
If they're running away, I'm not going to chase them.
Yeah, they. You see a kind of a crack in the floor on the opposite side of one of the tubs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll show you where they all are. They kind of came up on one. They all find another hole in the room, and they vanish out.
Okay. Is there like a towel or something I can shove into the hole, or?
Yeah. I mean, you can do what you want to try to keep them out.
Okay. I'm gonna open back up the trap door though for the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
I've scared them off, and then it seems like we're in some kind of bath house room. So finding a towel, rolling it up, and blocking the hole.
We don't seem to do well with spas anymore. What happened? I remember spas being so much fun.
I mean, they were just some local vermin chewing up the place.
So
I start to pull out my hygiene kit.
You're on the west side of the or the east side of the compound, and you seem to be much further from the room described to you from Nalai as the rotunda, where all of the diplomats are being held.
You said we seem further away from it?
I thought it was the one that's just due south of us on the map.
On the map, you that room is.
It is also a rotunda, Kenny.
You're correct. It is a round room, but it is labeled on the map that you have as a shrine.
All right. So Navu is checking said map, and I believe we go 2 rooms back that way, and we'll be where we need to be. So 2 back to the west.
So you can either go through the tunnel back to where you were in the library, or you can
there are windows.
You can hoof it. So the windows are actually technological. The walls on the outside in the courtyard appear to be solid. You do remember when you entered in the front that there are viewports, but are not actually windows. They're actually technology screen that are showing what the outside looks like if it were to be viewed from a window.
Gotcha.
So, like, if I were to put on the captain post it right now, I would say that coming from this direction makes sense because, and thinking back to discussions I've had with staff, with Navu, and I'm just like, because they would have heard like the grenades from the other side and tactically wouldn't expect us to come this way. Am I right? And I'm sitting back and I'm just like smiling. I'm like really proud of myself for thinking this through. I'm like, am I right? Did I get it?
So
Yes.
looking at, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying yes. That's it. Just a yes.
Looking at
Looking at.
the map of the compound, there does not appear to be a door from the spa side.
Yeah, I was just noticing that.
Boo.
But we can cross the outer area and come back in directly across from where we fucking started.
Or take a tunnel, whichever.
Or take the tunnel all the way back.
I think we have to take the tunnel all the way back.
Yeah, let's just retrace our steps and then go.
I have
Brilliant.
already taken the tunnel back.
Yeah.
Oh, idea. We could, with our comms, come in from either side at the same time.
Well, there's a little bar.
I feel like Navu says that and then looks and everyone is left.
That seems reasonable.
There's the little bars on the south door. We're talking about the room with all the pillows, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think there is only one entrance to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotta go. We just gotta do it.
I know. I'm just trying to be but we don't know that there's...
I'll open the door.
All
Is
right.
Navu even with us, or are you still in the
He-
bathroom, like
he is
thinking and
tired.
talking?
Also, this door, is there a way to unbar it?
No.
That one, no, it's welded
welded
shut.
shut.
Oh.
There's all sorts of metal
Remember
and
that time
detritus
you all
and everything in
moved
there.
the beds and pillows?
All right, so you enter this hallway. It has a double door to the east and another to the west, which you came through. To the south, there are heavy steel bars welded in place and anchored to the frame, which sealed the double doors from the other area. To the north, a tapestry stretching the length of the wall shows a Lashunta with a halo of golden light standing at a podium and addressing a room full of other Lashunta over a line of text. The text says, "And the truth shall light our way." Roll will save, all of you.
I want you to know that my
Good.
plan was to run through here and slam through these doors, but we could do it this way also.
I got a 13.
Okay.
A will save?
Yep.
Yeah, if
Right
you
there.
go back to the
Front.
main page.
Ooh.
All
You
right.
ain't having it.
Ye bolted through the room, didn't even look at the tapestry, is
I
at the...
did. I just threw a middle finger at it as I ran by.
Very good.
I believe that...
Speed.
Yeah, I believe that Yi is done with these holier than thou Lashuntan, tools. But all three of the rest of you have entered the room and have taken notice of the tapestry. If you want to roll culture checks as well, you can get more information out of it. But as you took a moment to consider it, a halo has popped open over each of your heads.
Okay.
Interesting. I will do a culture check.
Yeah.
It's a 24.
All right. You recognize the quote as one from The Principles of Reason, a well-known Lashuntan scientific text. However, the image and its figures bear no relation to the work.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think this is up your alley, Navu.
And as you speak, the light remains still.
I try to take a step.
It follows you.
Okay. Is it hurting me at all?
Nope.
17 on mysticism.
When you do your mysticism check, you recognize this as sort of a lie detector.
Like a zone of truth or...
It appears to affect you all in this room who haven't made your will saves. You're not quite sure how long it will last outside of this room.
Okay. Since Navu has the idea that it's a lie detector, just kind of they pause and for S and G's to see what's going to happen.
Yep. No, the lights stay
Um,
over your heads.
Let me finish.
Okay, good.
Just says, I am a Lashuntan.
The light ripples above your head.
Interesting. Dr. Joe, you may want to refrain from charming anyone while we are still in this room. These
Well, I can't help it. I'm pretty naturally charming.
The light ripples over your head.
That was me.
But
R.I.P.
I saw it coming. That's amazing.
I know. These lights act like a lie detector. Hence why it shimmered over my head when I said I was a Lashuntan.
The lights.
Screw you, buddy, I say to the light.
I'm like, these lights are bullshit. I'm trying to look up at it. See if it
Go over there. Go over there. I say.
The light over Thrani's head doesn't change. When Dr. Joe expresses anger towards the lights, her light stops rippling and changes to solid light. And Navu, when you explain what the lights are, your light stops rippling from when you said that you were a Lashuntan to a normal light.
Okay.
All right. Well, that taken care of. Navu is going to go follow Yi to checking out this door, and continuing on.
Right. It looks like a normal door.
Do we hear anything on the other side?
Doesn't matter. I kick it open.
Okay. Yi is done.
All right, so you kick the door open. Okay, so let's do our sign off. Thank you all so much for watching and sticking with us. This was a long stream, and we greatly appreciate your attention and for being with us. So let's do reverse order. Mackenzie, tell us where we can find you and what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm at Mackenzie Wilkes on Twitter. I'm doing this. I'm in a podcast called Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice. Comes out every other Wednesday. We had like a whole month of December of like weekly releases. So there's a lot of fun content up. We're on a bit of a hiatus right now, but coming back soon with Rise of the Demigods, also on Wednesdays. And I just started releasing a podcast with my partner called Dungeon Wives. So that's our first episode out now. And after this, I'm going to be editing the second one. So so that's what I'm doing.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mackenzie. And PB, where can we find you? What are you doing?
You can find me over at PB Plays Inside over on Twitch, where I stream throughout the week in the evenings. And you can find me over on Twitter at the same name and on Instagram. And that's pretty much what I'm up to.
Fantastic. Thanks, PB. Steph, where can we find you?
Hello, I'm Steph. You can find me on Twitter at Steph_Bard. When I am not here rolling dice with these lovely folks, you can catch me every other Wednesday releasing my podcast, Film Fatales. We just released an episode about Avatar: The Last Airbender, which was a lot of fun to record. And we have another one coming up probably by the time this releases. We'll have just released our Chopped episode, or it will be in a week. One of the two.
Nice.
But it comes out on the 22nd of January.
Excellent.
Thanks, Steph. And Kelrick, where can we find you? What are you doing?
So I'm Kelrick. I am on Twitter at Cormallon. That's CORMALLON. And I do this, and then alternating weeks between Starfinder, I am GMing our Numenera game with Kenny and a couple of other lovely folks. And that's all I'm doing currently. I may have a couple more projects brewing. I'm definitely actively seeking people to play Humblewood with, because that game looks so good. And I'd love to play a bird folk. That would be awesome. So
Fantastic. And I am Kenny. You can find me on Twitter at PunderDrone. When I am not DMing this game, I am on Kelrick's Numenera game. And we try to release every other Friday. We stream on Sundays, every other Sunday. So catch us there. Thank you all again so much for joining us today. It is our pleasure to go through and do this for y'all. It is so much fun. I've really enjoyed it. And we will catch you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to ExQueerience Points Starfinder. If you're looking for more TTRPG podcasts in your life, we recommend checking out our sister podcast, Roll to Fail. There are 6 friends who have no business behind the mic or rolling dice. If you like what we've created, then you should check out the other 2 podcasts on our network. Numenera, an adventure utilizing Numenera, releases every other Friday. This unlikely team is working for the Order of Truth to help communities under the influence of the strange and weird effects of Numenera. Pun Times is a collection of short-run TTRPGs. Our first season is a horror system called Slasher that utilizes Fate Core and is now available as a monthly podcast. Keep watching our Twitter for when we finally reunite to stream our finale. You can easily find all of our ExQueerience Points podcasts on our website, ExQueeriencePoints.com. Until next time, adventure hookers.